You good now, Brittany?
Girl, I'm stuck on you. Can't get you out my mind.
Somebody give me a thumbs up or something if y'all can hear us. Let me know.
Is there sound?
Yes, we're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
How it's supposed to be. Give you all of me, I'm here for you. You're my fantasy, I dreamed of you. Put it on the line, go to war for
Not that, Brittany.
never close you off.
Hey, Joyelle. Is that it? Joyelle on TikTok. How are you? We'll get started here in a minute. Thank you for joining us. But then that means I gotta do that.
You've done that before for us.
I don't see that we're live on Facebook. I mean, I know that we are because obviously there are people in here, but it ain't showing up for me. There we go. You said what? Oh. My bad, y'all.
There you go.
Playing it again.
No, I'm just waiting. We good?
Braylon's mom said, hey. She talking to you. Huh? Braylon Major.
You ready to start?
What's that?
No, with cutting off the music. What's going on, everybody? What's up? I don't know if you noticed, but we got a special guest in the building. Why don't you stand up, man, and address the people?
And you got talking to one of our microphones.
Hello,
What's your name? Introduce yourself to the people, sir.
Braylon.
And how are you familiar with the podcast? How do you know us?
Because you're my parents.
All right, y'all. Bray wanted to say, hey, he is home while we're going live, and so he didn't want to be left out the mix. But he here. Everybody says, hey, Bray. Hey,
Round of applause for Braylon.
Braylon.
You can't hear it, but we're giving him a round of applause right now.
All right. Peace out, Cass. Go that way.
Appreciate the cameo.
Go that way.
Show me on Golly Comrade 1 TikTok.
He gave y'all his TikTok.
He's trying to get his followers up.
So what's going on? You ready? Oh, let me get my cards.
These mine? Yep.
All right, if y'all in here, we are about to get started with the recording. So make sure you make yourself known in the chat so I can shout you out.
That part as well, and share too. Let
Yes.
people know we're on, please.
Like the actual video, share. Let us know you in here.
Be our promo team real quick.
Somebody said, good evening to the world's greatest photographer.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's Miss Mo Pretty Funny. Oh, wait.
Mo Pretty Funny, I want you to know on this TikTok.
Yes.
I want you to know, okay, we just reviewed the last year. I've got some good pictures, okay?
He got 3.
Now, listen. Well, see, here's the thing. We erased the really bad ones, so there's not a lot of evidence. But I have evidence to show that this is by far the worst night of my photography career.
Yeah, but that ain't saying merch.
You are just determined to hate on me.
Nah, the ones that he does good on are really good.
And this is what I need to know. And we'll go to here, then we'll start the pod. But this is what I need to know. How much responsibility is on the poser for angles, right? So I'm here. You see me here. So if I'm standing in the same place and we take 5 pictures and there's 2 bad ones, 3 good ones, how am I responsible for the 2 bad ones when it was you the one moving your head?
All the time that we've had pictures taken professionally, How many other photographers just stand in one place? That's the answer to your question. Okay, thank you.
Well, they're
Moving on.
professionals. It's just me.
Matter. I was moving around when I was taking your picture.
You talking about the 5 pictures you have of me?
I'm just talking about that night. I was moving around taking your picture.
You doing too much.
You welcome.
I'm stepping my game up, y'all. Look, that's why I made the video. I acknowledge it was bad.
And Brittany says you're the one taking the picture. Thank you, Brittany.
You know what? Y'all got yourself on is responsible for y'all angles.
I'm gonna stay on his head, Mo. Pretty funny. She says, "Sir, you should take it using many angles, up in the air, down on your stomach, and you bend. Period."
I'm gonna make another video so you can see how I represented in the past. Okay.
Y'all gonna be like, boo.
I'm standing on top of tables. There's videos where I'm crouched down. There's pictures of me crouching down, getting the upper angle. Don't do that.
There's no pictures of that.
It's not true. We just had one on the honeymoon in
But
front
we
of the little
can't see what you
flowers.
was doing.
You see the angle coming up. I'm 6 feet tall. You 5 foot. How am I getting under you unless I'm crouched? You know what? I will never take another picture of you. Okay,
That's
this is
okay.
my service
iPhone
is
got
so
a timer
unappreciated.
now. iPhone got a timer now. I'm on it.
I see how you do. All right, y'all. You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Did they share? Can you see? Because they really be.
Okay, you asked me. I'm monitoring TikTok.
You're right. Don't worry. I'll tell them.
Facebook,
We got one
YouTube.
share, and I shared it. So it was just me. You ain't even share.
I haven't shared it yet.
What?
My phone's up there.
What's up with y'all? Y'all don't mess with us no more. Racy, who I'm about to call y'all out by name.
Danielle's on YouTube today.
Okay, I respect it.
Juanica,
Juanica, what's up? You don't mess with us. Danielle, what's up? Hannah, Brittany, Hannah, what's going on, Hannah?
Quit calling her
Sierra.
Hannah. That is Johanna. Hannah Rita. That's what it says.
Excuse me. Hanna. It could go
Hannah.
Hannah. I share. Thank you, Racy. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna quit harassing y'all. We're gonna get started. Make sure you say what's up in the chat. Thank you, Juanica. I'm just harassing y'all. All right. Sierra says she shared it too. All right, my
Back
bad,
on
y'all.
Facebook. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So we're about to get started.
Wait, she said she started her shit. She shared it to her story, messenger, and her page.
All right, well, I'm gonna shut up then. Thank you for the love. You ready?
I'm ready.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Russell the Fourth.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Brandy.
And welcome back to another episode recap of the What They Never Told Us podcast. What's going on?
What's up?
What I do?
And of course, so
Act
of
like you've done
course
this before.
today is Wednesday, so we in here with the fam.
What?
On TikTok we have Mo Pretty Funny.
What's going on?
And Ray is a unicorn. Hey. If anybody else is on TikTok, please put your name in there and I'll shout you out. On Facebook, we have Miss Johanna, we have Brittany, we have Racy, we have Juanica, Sierra, Danielle.
What's going on?
If I missed you, that's because I don't see your name in the chat. So speak, say what's up, and I will shout you out as we go along.
Welcome. What's going on? Glad you're here. Quick question. You know how we always do. Have you listened to the episode? Some of it, all of it? Have you had a chance to check it out?
Little parts of it. You know what? We have gotten so comfortable in our podcastness here in season 3. I don't listen to the episodes no more.
I don't either. No, I always the morning of I listen to it on the way to work, but I seldomly go back.
It's been I think I definitely listened to the sex episode this season, but
You so
other than
nasty.
that, I have not. Well, I wanted to make sure I ain't say nothing crazy.
You did though.
I know I did. Surprise.
Lost a huge chunk of our audience. Our numbers ain't been right since.
Surprise.
You know, scared away the Christian folk.
But no, I've just gotten comfortable with what we do now that I don't even listen. But I wish I would have listened to this one
Why?
because I was going back trying to find a clip, and I was like,
What we talking about?
what happened?
The cars was taking us all over the place.
We got real deep down in there. No, when we was talking about the, I don't want to jump into it. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
So listen, today's episode recap is very interactive, okay? So those of you guys who are here, we need you participating, okay? We're going to do as we did on the episode. We're going to ask ourselves questions from these two games, the and game and the Deep After Dark edition.
Yes.
And we need you, while we're answering with one another to be putting your answers down in the chat to your level of comfortability. If we have something that's a little bit too much in your business, you can skip that one, but don't skip two, okay? You get one skip.
One skip. It's like Pandora.
Use it wisely, okay? We got a new button. It's called eject off the live. If you ain't answering, you gonna be up
You
out.
gotta go. Oh, she ain't been talking in 3 minutes.
You
She
ain't
gotta
talking,
go.
you just hear snooping. Bye. Yeah.
Lady Tyrant says she listened to the episode. Thank you so much.
Shout out to you.
Sierra says I've heard about 80% of it. I keep trying to listen to it at work, but yeah, couldn't finish it. So like, I know you listen at work and you got students. So do we have to be like mindful of that? Of you listening at work, or like should we give
Or
you a
should you be
forewarning?
mindful?
Should we give you a forewarning? Like you might not want to play this episode because we was definitely talking nasty in this episode.
Yeah,
it
this
wasn't
one-
even meant to
She might have had
to go there,
it
but
down
you
real
turn the
quick.
volume down real quick because we went there a little bit. Racy says she listened to the episode. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I don't know if we needed to cover the questions that we went over. So if you're somebody who hasn't listened to the episode yet, what we did is we have these 2 decks of cards that are supposed to like prompt discussion for people in relationships. So we went through and we picked out cards. We didn't know which cards each other picked, and we answered the questions right there on the podcast. Most of them were like fun and playful, but there was one question that I don't even remember who asked it. I think it was me. But it says, have you like something about being resentful in the relationship? What's one time that you resented me in our relationship? And we both had the same scenario where that had drummed up a little bit of resentment in our relationship, but I think mine went a little bit deeper than Russell's. So I went there. I think like we had the conversation.
That's what the deck's for.
Yeah.
That's what the deck's for. It's supposed to provoke thought. It's supposed to get you guys talking, get you out of surface level stuff, to dig a little bit deeper. And honestly, even though some conversations are difficult to have, they're always necessary, right?
That's very true.
So even this scenario that I hate bringing up, the fact that I hate bringing it up tells me and communicates to me that there might be some more stuff there that needs to be said.
Absolutely.
So even though it's not a fun convo, it's a necessary one. So the cards work, yo. Cards work. They get a huge endorse from us. On the episode, I was like, I ain't giving no link because but you got the
They
names
need to
of
pay
them.
us.
Ain't pay. Give us a link or something. But you can definitely Google these. This one's called Let's Get Deep. We got the nasty edition because we married, and we got the end. Okay, so we're gonna get into it.
Jay Witt says, "Hey Russ," and Russ' wife, "Hey girl."
What up, dude?
And before we go, we let me get some comments. It says Sierra says, "Nope, they love y'all. I get zoned out at times, and I had one like, Missy, you forgot that I listened to it, right? Listen to it too, right? Haha, my fault completely." Somebody says, "Hey y'all," it just says viewer on my end.
That's Miss Ashley Caldwell. What up?
Hey,
What
I
up,
miss
though?
you. I'm about to come get my face done just cause.
Rakila asked, "Is this for married couples only?" No, it is
No.
not. No, it is not. There's a little Christian humor, of course. We do endorse post-marital sex, but God gave us this fly thing called free will, and do what you will. But if you ask us, we'd say, wait. Okay.
Jay Witt, we gonna address that question towards the end because it might spark something. And then LaKendra Davis says, "I finally get to watch you guys live." Well,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
welcome.
We finally get to have you on the live. Welcome.
Welcome. So you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right.
I gotta see what type of time you want.
I'm gonna come from the Let's Get Deep, of course. And the first question is mornings or night sex? Y'all have to answer this too. So morning or night sex? I should probably stop saying that on TikTok. Morning or night coitus? Which one you like?
TikTok's gonna flag us. Night.
You switched.
I switched. Night happens more frequently, so of course I got it.
Lady Tyrant says she stay on demon time. Pretty much.
I like morning. So what I like about the morning is because it's the spontaneity of it. It's rarely you have time to like plot.
Okay.
It's just you wake up and you're like, oh, this happening. I do like that aspect of it. But there's so many hurdles you got to overcome. There's a whole morning breath situation. How does my breath smell? How does yours smell? We breathing heavy. Let's work our way through this. There's that. There's the I just woke up. I don't have my bearings. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have my bearings.
My bearings might not be all the way like awake. So it's a lot more hurdles.
Yeah, I worry about the things that run through my mind with morning sex is definitely does my breath stink?
Mm-hmm.
I've been sweating at night, so like, am I a little musty?
Like, who wants to think about these things? Who wants to think about these things, right?
I probably got that little white mark right here because
You know what
I
I'm saying?
definitely drew.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, oh shoot.
So I do think a lot of adverse thoughts go into my head during the morning time.
More hurdles
so
to
I think I
overcome.
would prefer at night.
That part. What do you guys say? Oh, we got some both. Daniel said both. Why nigga said both?
Anytime. Racy says at night.
Nah, I feel you. Okay.
TikTok, feel free to join in too. Tell us, when do you prefer to get busy, in the morning or the night?
All right. Don't make us hit this eject button. Rakila, skip this one. Get a couple people scamp.
Sierra says both of them.
Okay. Both of them. All right.
All right. Yoke turn. I try to go light because I actually, mine's is a
the
little.
and ones be so deep.
Mine's a little.
I can see what type of time you on. These aren't all gonna be nasty, y'all. I think we're just starting off light before we get into the deep ones. Okay.
Acacia says night.
Okay. All right. How do you know your partner is in the mood for sex?
This is the one we did on the episode.
We did.
Uh-huh.
How do you know I'm in the mood?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Mo Miss Pretty says Mo Pretty Funny says anytime, and Lady Tyrant says whenever. We ain't sneaking.
Kids be hating.
Yeah, they do for sure. What was the question? How do I know when you're in the mood?
Yep.
That's very hard. It's not hard because I can't say that. Nope, I can't say that. I'm trying to figure out some appropriate way to answer the question. You show me by the way you touch me.
Okay. Good stuff.
There. Took me a minute to process that.
There you go. Very vague. You're direct.
Yes, I'm very direct.
Wanna?
That's not
Hey.
true. But I will. Okay. It's just too much.
It's very direct.
Yes.
And whether it's verbal or physical, it's
yes,
just
there we go. There we go. I like that.
Yes.
So hey Des, hey Khadijah. My kids ain't letting nothing go down in the morning, Acacia says.
I'm telling you, it's rare.
So for y'all, Lady Tyrant says kids are big blockers.
Man.
How do y'all know when your partner's in the mood? Nobody answers that.
Shout out Des, shout out Khadijah. Hey, welcome. We got a little late, just so you know. This is very interactive, so kick it with us. We're gonna be throwing these cards out once you guys answer.
Sierra says, dang, I don't know. We have to schedule it in, even with my recent need to go in my oops. You might be saying too much.
Oops, hold on. She caught herself mid-type.
I have a question, but I'm gonna wait to see if it comes up. Okay. If y'all have questions, please feel free to fire them in. We are up for answering
Where'd that come from?
questions. Just that was Lady Tyrant. Sorry. You can ask your question. So goodness, that's all about sex. So this is for everybody, single and or those that are already married. What is or was your greatest fear of getting married? You first.
Mine was just failure. Like, I didn't want to fail at it again. And I also question, I hope this don't sound bad. I question my judgment. Because we
don't sound bad.
we was racing. We
aren't racing.
In my standpoint,
Okay.
I would naturally prefer to date a lot more than before we got married. And I think we moved pretty quick in my, according to my standards. So it left a lot of, worry for me. You know what I mean?
Why'd you do it?
Huh? Oh, I don't moved by fear. Like that was just the stuff that's whispered in the back of my head. I mean, ultimately, the large and most consistent feeling was like, wow, this woman literally is changing my life, and all the beautiful things I say about you and spew about you all the time. So that's the dominant thought. But we always have those like fears and things that, you know, creep into our minds, even though they're not rational, even though, you know, and a lot of that was based on
rational.
Well, most of it was based on past fears. It had nothing to do with our interaction or what we were going through. It all came from past relationship failures and trauma from that. So it's irrational because there's nothing that you did to make me worry. It was all coming from other stuff, you know. What about you?
My biggest fear was getting a divorce again.
Yeah.
Like if I could 100%, like I went into it thinking if I could 100% avoid that, then of course I would get married again. But I know there's never 100% guarantee that you won't get divorced. So it was something that was constantly, and is still constantly, I think, in the back of my mind. Like, oh my God, I don't want to do that again. What if that happens?
Yeah.
So it almost made me like, yo, I'm good because I just don't want to risk it.
Does it still kind of live there a little bit?
Not live there in so much as it's a fear, but it is definitely like,
Oh, that would suck.
when I got married the first time, divorce was not even in my, like,
Same.
it was like, what? No, we would never get a divorce.
Ever.
What are you talking about? Like, it just wasn't even possible to think about in my
Fathom it.
head.
Yeah.
Now, I know it's real.
Oh,
I know it can happen.
Oh, this can happen.
Even when I think I'm the happiest of my life, I know it can still
It's
happen.
real out here.
So it's just like a very real thought
For sure.
that I have is that like, yo, this could go bad. But I think it also helps me stay on point with the things that I let slip the first time.
That's
because I know it's real. It can happen.
You can't
You can't slack on none of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because one little day, I just don't give a, will turn into 2, will turn into 2 months, and then we'll turn into 2 houses and not one. So,
Oh, triggered.
yeah.
For sure.
So,
Got some comments.
that's what it is.
Acacia. I say that name.
Yeah, go ahead with that.
Did I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I don't know. Cause
Let me know if I say it right,
That's
okay?
the way I said it. I just made it up. I don't think I've ever talked to
Acacia.
her in person for her to tell me your name.
She said, this from the last question. He said, I know he's in the mood when he starts putting the kids to bed early.
Come on, y'all.
That's the move. You want a bedtime story? Come on. Sierra said, get it, bro. Ha ha. Khadijah, my greatest fear is the unknown. I've never experienced it personally. That's real. That's real. Acacia says, I'm sorry, go for it.
Go ahead. No, Lady Tyron says, I think this is the last question. It's visual when he's ready. And she also says that divorce was her biggest fear.
Yeah. Acacia says, my greatest fear was myself, me getting in my own way of my happiness. Oh.
And we do that
You spitting.
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I even sometimes now I find myself like thinking the way that I used to think or getting ready to react the way that I used to react, knowing that like it's not helpful for nobody. And I have to be like, yo, like you not there no more. Like you don't have to go off like that. Like he's not that person. You know what I'm saying? Even if it might look like it looks like that through the lens of what I've been through. Right. And I have to deal with you according to who you are and who you've been to me. But sometimes I be ready to deal with you because of what somebody else done did. And like, to me, that's me getting in my own way because I can't let go of what happened. And now when something happens that looks like that, then I have to react. Like
That's
I
a
did
whole
back then.
episode. We definitely need to make that a topic. How past stuff can affect current relationships. You know what I mean?
I'm with that.
Absolutely. Whose turn is it?
Yours, I think.
Okay. Why are my questions nasty, Russ?
Because we hear what the people, and that's what the people want to hear. Because mine is too. Even the and ones. Just ask it.
What is your opinion on open relationships?
Close them.
Give more detail for the sake of podcasting.
Close them. No. I've never seen it work. So I can't say. For me personally, I would never do that. Like, I don't even like to share food. I'm definitely not about to share my man. Like, no. Next. can't do it, won't do it. But I believe that if two people who are in a relationship and that's what they decide, they could probably make it work for a time. I don't think that's a long-term solution to anything. And I definitely I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I don't have the vantage point of knowing how it looks or how it works. I know I don't see myself being able to do that, but you know, I've seen it go bad. You know, Will, Jada, August. What's this new one? There's somebody else in an open relationship right now that it just went bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember.
Let me try to stay out the celebrities.
And open relationships will get you got.
Khadijah says one word, nope. And then she says, I am not sister wife material. Says me either. Because as soon as he be like, oh, it's Janet's night. Who? It's who? What?
Janet got an attitude problem.
Yeah, nah, I can't do it. And like on Sister Wives, like they be like raising each other's kids and stuff. No, I'm good. Divorce is enough for that. Like co-parenting, that's enough. That's as close to sister wife as I'm gonna get. We still gotta raise all these kids together. That's about it. But you don't get to come lay with him. Yeah, nah.
Always have a babysitter.
Nah.
All them incomes in one house.
Nah,
come on.
I'm good. I'm good. We a struggle. And be happy. No.
Sierra said, nah, for me, I'm too selfish and greedy. What's mine is, in all capital letters, mine. But God bless those that can, but nah.
Lady Tyrant says, wait, I missed the question. The question was, what do you think about open relationships?
Rakila says, it's hard to get to know one person already as it is.
That's so true.
That part.
Now I got to manage two attitudes.
That part.
No, I'm good.
That's why I never understood. Like all my friends coming up was like, man, I got about 7 on my team. I'm like, that just seems stressful. Like I'm not capable. I tried to be a player one time. I'll call people the wrong name.
Yeah, you're not that organized.
What'd you call me? I said your name. I ain't nah.
You're definitely not that organized.
No, I don't got it in me.
Khadijah says, like, I'll change my wig if my man needs something different, period. Racy says, no, thank you. And LaKendria says, it's a pass.
It's a pass.
Too clingy.
It's a pass.
It ain't nothing wrong with that, sis.
That part.
All right. It's me.
Yep.
Oh, this is a good one. And I don't know. Everybody ain't going to be honest. So I kind of hesitated when I put this in there. But I feel like this is something that you do not hear talked about very often.
Oh, Lord.
And it's a moment for some of us, myself included, to be transparent.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, y'all ready?
No, we not. Go to a different guy.
Like, go to a different guy. He's sweating.
Do some more icebreaker stuff.
Okay. Nah, you want me to skip it?
Nah, come on.
Have you ever had an STD?
Never.
I have. Bam. There it is. Nobody talks about it. I was young. I was stupid. Thank God it was something that I could get rid of. But I have had an STD. And I am not ashamed to admit that anymore.
Come on.
I used to be really, really ashamed to admit
Transparency. And the truth is, so many people who deal with that and they hide it, they're embarrassed about it. And because no one's talking about it, there's more room for so many people to get caught up on it. We aren't talking about protecting yourself. We ain't talking about being responsible sexually because they suffer in silence out of embarrassment.
Absolutely. And I think it was a large part, it was just trusting the wrong person, right? Like knowing that I was being monogamous in my relationship and trusting that person was as well. And then finding out that they weren't. One, I felt stupid, right? And then two, I felt super embarrassed because like who wants to, like it wasn't even of my own doing. It wasn't like because I was out here having fun. Like I'm sleeping with you and it ain't even that good. And you done brought me back, see? You know, so I'm like, oh, can't talk about that. Can't tell nobody that. You know what I'm saying? But I think there are a lot of people out here who fall victim to just not knowing one or being too trusting. And because I wasn't having conversations with my mom and anybody else, I had to suffer through that pretty much alone. And it sucked because I was scared. I was like, oh my God, am I going to die from this? The lady at the clinic was like, girl, no. Let me get a shot in your booty and take this medicine for 7 days. But
you was in that clinic with a trench coat and a fedora.
I wasn't, no. Because I know the crazy thing is, I don't know why I'm telling this story, but anyways, I went in there but thinking nothing like, oh no, I'm good. Like
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. They called me. I was like, huh? I got to, what?
I know you sick.
What you mean? No. That's not what that is. She's like, yeah, no, it is. Come on back in here.
Oh, Lord.
It happens.
Man. Yo.
All right.
There was one time I had a close call. One time in college, I had it was burning.
Baby, you don't have to tell the story. I
my
don't
baby,
feel alone.
you my
I don't
baby,
feel
I
like
leave
need
you
to
out
tell me
there.
no.
Turns out it was a carpet burn.
We're so good. Leave it alone. So yes, Sierra says like you're literally choosing to cater to multiple persons willingly, emotionally,
It's an open
physically,
relationship.
and so forth. Yeah, the devil is a lie. I need a book to keep up. Juanica is saying no to I don't know which one
STD.
Juanica's saying no to. And then Khadijah says some men need to understand they can change our pH. Sometimes it's not something we women did or didn't do. That's very, 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 very true.
Why you ain't let me jump out there with you?
Yeah, nah. Lady Tara says deliverance was from open relationships, not an STD. I don't think you can be delivered from that. You can be healed.
Get him here.
All right, your question.
Can you explain this to me? Or is
What?
that better to do after the show?
What is this?
Could you just comment? I don't understand. Some men need to understand they can change our. Oh, okay. Yep. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I'm an adult. I promise. How would you react if you caught your partner masturbating?
Join in.
How you gonna join in?
Huh?
It's a solo session. Now you.
No, it ain't.
Yo, this is me
now
time.
we're tag teaming.
Okay.
Tag me in, player. What's wrong, man?
Yeah, same.
Nah, can we? Nah, I ain't gonna put you out there. Hey, y'all. That's what I would do. What would you do?
I probably try to join in too.
See?
Yeah.
I don't think that's anything to be ashamed or embarrassed of. Like, unless you were like literally like weirded out about it, I wouldn't.
I think somebody busting in while it's happening is embarrassing.
So you would stop?
Yeah, I ain't gonna keep going while you're right there. That's wild. That's wild. You really freaky if that's how you giving it up. Hey, what's up? What?
Khadijah said, what was the question again? You was whispering. Somebody in the comments tell her what the question was. Brittany says she's going to join in. And Racy says, help him right out.
How would you react? Okay.
I don't think I would. I wouldn't freak out. I think before I probably would have.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what's before?
Like before I started engaging in that activity myself.
Oh, okay.
And then before I stopped, I would have.
You got to be comfortable with your own sexuality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before, yeah.
Because at first, I used to feel like that was like a form of cheating.
What?
I really did.
Oh,
Like,
you
why
bugging.
would you choose to be with yourself over me?
You can't touch me like I touch me.
So, like, I used to feel betrayed by that. Honestly.
Messed around, got them toys and said, "Oh, I get it." Ow.
I don't need you after all. No, I didn't feel like that, but I definitely felt like, why would you choose that over making love to your partner? I didn't understand it, but now I know it really don't have too much to do with that at all. It's not like a preference. In most cases, it's not a preference. Like I'm choosing one or another. Sometimes you just want to be by yourself and get it done quickly without the pomp and circumstance. It's just a stress reliever.
I have such a weird relationship with that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to like, I don't know. It's always been something unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to make it like healthy.
Well, you shouldn't. You don't have to
What?
make it healthy. It doesn't have to be healthy. Just stop. Isn't that what you wanted to do?
Well, not necessarily that. Like I didn't want to watch pornography.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing. But usually those things go hand in hand. You know what I mean? So it never was the masturbation thing. Like, and that's why we find a gray area. Like when you trying to live for God and there's the stuff that the Bible don't talk about, it's like how you handle this. Like you You ain't bringing weed. Why ain't you talking? You knew you put that on the earth. You could have given us
Gotta
a
govern
scripture for
yourself
that.
accordingly. Sierra says, I can solo too, shoot. And then what? Oh, right on next, then join in. I'm gonna make that make sense in my head. Danielle says, I agree with Brandy. I used to think that too. Yeah, I don't know if that's common or not, but I definitely thought that was a little bit of a betrayal. Lady Tyrant says, close the door and let him finish. Cause if I'm close enough to catch you, why would you choose that?
Huh? Are you asking me the question?
I'm
What's-
saying you a man. I'm just trying to get your opinion.
Which
If
part?
she's close enough to catch you, then why would you choose that? Like if your woman is right there.
I don't know that person's specific reason, but if I just had to throw stuff out there, maybe like you said, sometimes you just want to be solo. Sometimes you want to have to deal with the pressure of pleasing nobody else. Sometimes you just want to get yours, go on about your business without the pressure. Like, now I got to do all this stuff to you, and
Gotta please somebody else.
like I'm just trying to get mine. I gotta be focused on you.
Selfish.
Like I gotta be worried about you. Like just trying to get mine. I gotta do some work.
Sierra clarifies. She says, I'm solo right next to him, and then we can finish together.
Yeah, and men work a lot harder than y'all in sex most of the time.
Next.
So I'm gonna work the plank. Okay,
We already talked about the plane.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all be on top of 3 minutes and get tired. See,
Just work on your plane, sir.
and I got there to come in. Why would you do this without me? Cause I'm tired. I'm
I
exhausted.
did not feel like getting a full body workout today.
Nobody feel like doing all that.
All right, I'm going off. I thought I was going off of that. Then my first 3 cards all had something to
She
do
said,
with
"Go
that.
for it. I'm going night night."
Oh, this is a good one. Who is your least favorite person in my family and why?
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. See,
What?
Sierra said, "Hurry up and read this so I can delete it." She was giving some clarity on what she was trying to type. She said,
Okay.
"I'm a solo right next to him, and then we can finish together."
Yes.
All right, hurry up, delete. Okay.
Burpees
and mountain climber. A. Yeah, that part.
Okay. Who is your least favorite person in my family?
You asking me that?
That's the
Oh,
question.
you got me messed up. Sky, the dog. I don't like dogs. I never want to be a pet owner. Always staring at somebody. I be trying to eat. You just looking at me. Go on somewhere. Like okay, you know what? You don't walk this. It's a huge inconvenience. I'm trying to walk somewhere. She keep walking in front of me.
She likes you.
It's so thirsty. You know I don't mess with you like this. Just all in my face.
Don't do my dog like that.
You asked the question. I'm answering. I don't want to be a pet owner, but the pet is here.
All right, whatever. You gonna do my baby like that? That's okay. She don't like you either. Nah, I take that back. She told me she didn't like you. I don't have a least favorite person in your family because I don't think I've met enough of them yet.
There you go.
I'm sure once I meet everybody.
Why
I
would
can
you
tell
pick that card? Because if you would have came here and said, you know what? Your mom be looking. Hold on. What's wrong
I
with
love
you?
you, Rob.
Your eye and Joyce, they never rubbed me the right. Well, hold on. What did we get here? That's the conversation you wanted to go into?
Yes, it is.
Something
Really,
wrong
I
with
wanted to know if anybody would be willing to admit who their least favorite person in
asking
their
questions-
partner's relationship
you
is.
asking questions that nobody's going to engage with. Who got an STD?
Oh. They don't want to be honest. That's fine. I can be honest.
What person in your husband family you don't like?
You said you wanted to pick questions that we hadn't answered.
I wanted to ask questions to
That's
engage
the
conversation.
question.
Ain't nobody going to
That's the
answer.
question. Why would they not answer that? You
Because there are some people who are meek and lowly and not blunt
meek
like
and
you.
lowly.
Yes, there's some people who would prefer not
Don't
to.
be fake. If y'all don't like his mama, you can say it on here. I won't tell nobody.
Some
I
people don't want to
promise.
be messy. Some people like that in the world.
Lady Tyrant said in response to the masturbation thing, she says, I get that, but you could have just asked for your pleasure, especially because it happens the other way. That's true. You could have just asked for a little instead of doing it yourself.
Oh, well, little what? Baby.
Why did you ask me to repeat it?
I didn't know if that's what I heard. I thought I was tripping. Then I said, oh, no, that actually happened.
Well, okay.
That's why we can't be on no network. We going to get canceled.
Sierra, I didn't even say anything, so whatever.
That's the problem. You could have just said, fellatio. Here you go. Sound effects.
Sierra says, yeah, the goal is to get married first, sis. But the point is, what I'm pulling out of that is there is somebody. There is somebody, you just don't want to say it. And I believe that there's somebody in everybody's family. I used to have a person in your family, but then I got to know them, so I don't have anybody anymore.
Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're not going to go any further into this.
Raquela just laughed. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just be trying to be real on here.
You trying to be messy on here is what you trying to do.
I'll go back to pretending.
Oh, my God.
That's what you want. Go ahead. It's your question.
Khadijah said you must have watched a lot of BET Uncut.
I actually didn't. I didn't.
You upgraded. You skipped that.
Sierra says, "Oh, I truly agree to that, but right now I'm a hush." That's okay. Good. I respect that.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Now I feel like I gotta go from these sex questions, and I don't know what mood I was in when I picked all of these. What aspect of me are you most attracted to? And for you guys who are thinking of your questions, just say what's a quality that you're most attracted to. It doesn't have to be about anybody specific, unless you are with somebody and you want to shout them out and say, this is what I find attractive about my husband, my wife, whatever.
What aspect, like, of your personality, or
what
just
about
you as a
me
whole?
are you most attracted to?
Oh, what about you? Oh goodness, am I most attracted to? I don't know what the most is. There definitely a few things that are competing for the top, but your personality and your ability to brighten up a room is definitely something that I'm attracted to. Like, I like to see you move in spaces and see how people respond to you. I love to see you shine. I love to see you in your element. Like, that's, if we're talking about like sexual attraction, that's a huge turn on for me. If we're just talking about like stimulation, like mentally, your mind is beautiful, and the way that it works is intriguing, and it's thought provoking, and it's challenging, and I love all of that.
Thank you, man. I'll cut all this stuff off right now.
Do it.
Chill out.
Bye, y'all.
For me, I'd say the same. And maybe that's why the beginning of our relationship was the way it was. It was a lot of talking, a lot of engagement with one another. And I think it's because I think that's one of the things we really fell in love with one another, is the way we think. We're different in a lot of ways. And in some ways it clashes, but in most of the ways it's incredibly attractive. I like hearing you on your work meetings.
Oh, Lord.
When you're being all analytical.
So
and
stalkerish.
Oh, my God. I'd be there. I never want to go to work when you work from home, because we in here. Yes. So I sent over the merger graph. I don't even know what it is. It just sounds so nerdy and sexy. I don't know.
Y'all, I'm on meetings and this wrestler. Hey, babe, you got your camera on. Like, yes, shut up. They can hear you.
It's so attractive. Hey, I'm getting ready to share my screen. Oh, share your screen with a babe.
Hey, babe. Can they see me?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I got a little work fantasy. I got, like, if your camera on, we try keep it on mute.
Lady Tyrus says Frog's personality and ability to keep everybody laughing. Same. That's one of the things that I enjoy about Russell as well. Danielle says, why would they put a question in there that nobody would answer?
Seriously, I responded to the STD question, so I can skip this one.
Khadijah says, I love confidence. I love seeing a man that can just walk into a room and most people pay attention to him. That seems to be a common theme. And we was talking about that because, okay, so I'm like obsessed with the On the Run tour, Jay-Z and Beyonce. I've watched it an incredible amount of times. And last night I was watching it and I was just looking at Jay-Z, whom I do not find attractive, but it's something about the way that he works the stage, the way that he, like, you see him when he's working rooms and stuff, that is, it's incredibly intriguing. And I think, like you said, you was like, it's his swag, it's his personality, it's his confidence. I think for women, that's a really big thing. Like, if a man has a lot, not cocky, but has a lot of confidence, like, that's really attractive.
Yeah, I was trying to I was trying to tell one of my students that I work at a school. And he liked this girl, and I saw him trying to shoot his shot, and I put aside. I said, "Listen, man, you got this all messed up. The stuff you focus on don't even matter. You just gotta act like she's supposed to be with you. If you just act like that, I promise you, it's gonna make all the world a difference. It's confidence.
It is really true. Like,
And I think it's the same way for men too.
oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, a confident woman is so attractive.
I have definitely found the opposite of that.
Well, see, there's a difference between confidence and aggression. Most men still want the thrill of the chase.
Mm-hmm.
They still want to feel like they have the opportunity to pursue. But if they feel like they're being pursued, it kind of makes them like, I don't know. Confidence isn't like, yo, what's up? What you doing? Like, what you trying to get? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's up with you.
Like that.
Never that. But if it's just confidence, you know what I mean? Like, that's incredibly attractive.
I've heard a lot that I was intimidating, and like, nah, I'm not chasing no dude. Like, I don't think I'm like, hey baby, come here, let me get your number. Like, never like that. But I've had like questions. So like guys that I've been friends with, but may have been attracted to me in the beginning, but maybe didn't shoot their shot or whatever. And I'm like, well, why would you never say nothing? And they're like, oh, because you intimidating. I'm like, I'm confident. Like, maybe I am intimidating and I just don't know it, but I don't feel like I come off especially to a man.
I can't speak for those guys.
Yeah.
But in my dealings with you, I can remember throughout the course of knowing you and dating you from young to now,
Yes.
moments where I just genuinely wondered, like, is she into me? Like, this guessing game, like, there's confidence and then there's just like, okay, are you interested in me at all? I don't know, but I don't know. Let me just, I'm gonna fall back. Like,
You didn't feel the attraction.
you're very much so like, you're here, cool, great, all right. It's like,
I don't think what's wrong with that.
yeah, I don't know what to do here. You know what I'm saying?
Rakayla says, great leadership also. Sierra says, Kevin's ability to remain patient and empathetic with me. I tend to be bold, unfiltered, and raw or closed up. He gives me grace to be vulnerable. I'm used to a demanding demeanor, or else he gives unconditional. Yes.
It was, yeah.
Khadijah says, I've never been afraid of shooting my shot. If I see something I want, I'm going to work for it. Add the flirty eyes, make sure I look presentable, and wear my favorite perfume.
Oh, that's how you giving it up? She's serious.
I don't think I've ever aggressively pursued a man.
I never have either.
I would hope not. You mean a woman?
I meant the opposite sex. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
My bad. Go ahead. What were you
But
gonna
just, I don't know. I feel like all my relationships just, no, you're the exception. And I don't think it was aggressive, but I've never really had to pursue. Like, we've always been in a shared geographical location. I'm just around being funny and me and entertaining and flirty, and then it just turns into something, you know, versus like, hey, look, I like you. Can we meet up? Can we talk? I think our relationship is the closest that I've ever come to, you know, that type of, hey, what's up?
I think probably the same. Like, when I had to check you about ghosting me was probably like,
You put so much on that conversation.
we don't have to go
I
back into this.
I ghosted you and you checked me. None of those things occurred.
It's my story. I get
When
to
I
tell
had
it
to
how I
check
want.
you about you go, huh?
It's my story. I get to tell it how I want. And
Can we
I
get
check.
them in on this? I need to know. I need to know their opinion. Quick segue, okay? Let me describe to you this scenario. And I need y'all to tell me whether or not you consider this ghosting.
Okay, can I stop you for a second? Because you can tell the story uninterrupted, but do not say how you felt. Just say what actually happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Not like, hey, well, in my mind. Nah.
Yes.
None of that.
Because you like to do that.
So, how far do I start back? Do I start back with me running to your mom?
No.
So,
I've heard that story.
So we're in the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
We had been having some flirtatious moments. I said, yo, give me your number. She says, I'm a nice Christian woman. Ask me nicely. So I asked her nicely, very nicely, in a way that only I could. She gives me her number. I don't call. Is that ghosting or is that not calling? That's what I need to know.
Yeah.
Because in my mind,
No, you don't get to say that. You don't get to say that. tell the facts.
Give
That's what happened.
give your spiel.
That's exactly what happened.
Because ghosting is like when you're in a relationship, you mess with like all we did was exchange messages on Facebook Messenger. How did I ghost you?
Sierra says ghosting, bro.
It's not ghosting. How is that ghosting? We not in a relationship.
It don't matter. You don't have to be in a relationship.
You cannot ghost somebody from DMs.
You pursued
We
and
don't
then
even-
you disappeared.
You ain't even got my phone number. How
You
we?
pursued and then you disappeared. That's ghosting.
That's not ghosting.
I know you don't want to feel like that's what you did.
I just
but
don't.
That's what you did.
That's just not the definition.
Well, yeah, please tell him.
I mean,
that's
how
what
long
did
did you take before you reached out to her when you asked for the number?
He didn't. He
I didn't.
asked for my number, and that was it for 3 months.
See, this is the problem. This is the problem.
And he never came back. I saw him in Walmart, and I got really irritated because I'm like, oh, this nigga ain't dead. Like, so he just like not calling me though.
now that you
me
have
though.
clarity on why I did it, do you appreciate it or not?
No, because okay, wait. I appreciate the fact that you would be careful of that, right? What I don't appreciate is you not having a conversation with me.
So,
I got a lot going on. I need to clean up. I need to get these girls off my lap.
now that they voted, can I say the extra stuff?
Wait, hold on.
So look, this is what was going on. So when I hit her up, in my mind, when I was hitting her up, I was still doing the same thing I had been doing for the last couple months and weeks, which was on some nonsense. Like I'm just out here in the lowest point of my life and I'm shooting my shot at everything. At everything. So just in that small exchange, I saw she was different. The fact that I couldn't just come at her like I had been coming at everybody else made me shift how I wanted to engage with her. So when I saw that she wasn't on the type of time, I fell back. And not only did I fall back, I fell back with purpose. I was cutting stuff off. I'm having conversations like, hey, look, I don't think it's going to work. I feel like we need to chill. I'm tying stuff up. Because I know when I come at her, I want to come at her with nothing going on. I'm not trying to play her. I'm trying to come correct. Now, granted, I could have explained that. But at the same time, all we did was have one Facebook direct message exchange. I asked her, she posted a picture about Wendy's breakfast. I said something about the breakfast. The next message up under that is like, hey,
No, it was Marcina's post about your second ad is who you got to live with in the house.
I'm talking about in the DMs. That wasn't in the DMs.
But that's where the real flirting started.
You better stop asking.
Because you manufactured a response. I wasn't even his second ad. But let me tell you how he tried to spider web me. He gonna make me his second ad, even though I wasn't, like the game said. So then I'm in there like, oh, okay, we can make that work, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
And it was not 3 months, Danielle. She said it take 3 months. It was not no 3 months.
It was literally 3 months, and they throwing tomatoes at you.
Listen, this is a good point, and make this a clip so we can put it on social media, okay? Sometimes that space or that time in between when you think you want things to start going or when you want the relationship to go in place or you want that, sometimes that time is spent purposefully, right? Like I could have hit her up right away. I could have started talking to her ASAP, but I guess I guarantee you this. Had I done that, we wouldn't be sitting here right now on this podcast. Had I hit you up right then and we started talking and the relationship set in motion and as quickly as we caught feelings and how quickly we started moving in the directions of feelings while I'm still messing with other girls or even in the same time frame, we wouldn't be sitting here right now.
I'm not suggesting you did that. What I'm suggesting is that you said to me, hey, yo, I'm asking you for your phone number. Even if it was like a week later, like, hey, I know I haven't called you, but I got a lot of stuff going on and I can see that this is different and I don't want to mess nothing up. It's the exact same thing that you told me when I was like, hey, why haven't you called me? You were honest then. You said, look, I needed to da-da-da-da. I felt this was going to be different. I ain't want to blah, 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 blah. And I completely understood. If you would have told me that up front, that would have been fine.
But who knew that you were even taking this that serious? How was I supposed to know that? It literally was one Facebook message exchange.
It was fine.
We had been messaging back and forth.
We have been messaging for a few days, right? And I'm not saying that we needed to be in a relationship.
It was so light.
But I'm saying just be clear. Like if for me, if you're asking for my phone number, you're showing interest, because otherwise you can continue to talk to me in Facebook Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, you knew I was divorced. I was just coming off a divorce. What you didn't know is that I hadn't given anyone else my phone number.
How could I know that?
Right. I'm not blaming you for that. But I'm saying, when you don't know what somebody else has going on, the best bet is just to be upfront and honest with them. Because like Sierra said, she's like, yo, you lucky she responded, because once you get deleted or blocked, void, no return.
Y'all be blocking blessings because you don't get it when you want it. You've been one relationship high already. They take time.
We both said we weren't even looking for a relationship. Like, whatever this is, we have history. So anytime we interact, it's going to be different. It's not the same. Like, you were my first love. Like, that's not something that I take lightly. That's not something I play with. So we just had a different level, in my mind, we had a different level of respect for one another. And I still believe that I deserve more than what you gave me.
I can say that.
That's all I'm saying.
But this is the thing.
Don't go back on it.
No, just a couple questions ago when we was like, I be feeling like losing intimidated. I was like, you just be giving this like I don't really care about it.
How?
You asked me how? I don't know. It's just your aura. I don't know. It's like not pressed. Like,
whatever.
That's why I was like, I had literally no way to know. I was so shocked when you said something to me. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I had no idea that you even like cared.
Well,
yeah.
Anyways,
we here now.
Sierra said he tried to spider web her. I'm done. Lo, he really, and then he didn't tell me that until we was already like deep in the relationship.
Yo, we really
I lied.
We really need to like step up our male audience. I feel like we don't market enough to the brothers, man, and it's killing me out here.
We did a whole episode just for the fellas. Like,
we need more than one. I'm gonna do a recurring locker room episode. I need the fellas in here. Sheesh.
Yeah, and so Danielle says, so y'all was chatting all that time, then you ghosted.
We weren't chatting all that time. We talking about Facebook comments under like
I would
posts.
post the chat and the dates.
Watch this. Look how many times we talk and what we was talking about. She posted a picture of a sausage biscuit. Hey, Wendy's breakfast good? It's all right.
No. But then I also posted a picture of my hair. Oh, I love the locks. Like, you were flirting with me. Like, don't trip.
You just got your hair twisted. I said, you look good with locks.
Bro, was you flirting with me or not?
Light. It was light. It was real light. It was real light. My flirt way more
now,
heavy.
So I ain't about to continue to expose my husband to be a ghoster, but he definitely ghosted me. He be trying to look. Let me tell y'all something about ghosting, because he know a little something about that. Okay.
Not every time a man don't give you an explanation doesn't mean he's ghosting. You have to have something established to walk away from.
No, I don't believe that.
You do. What am I disappearing from? If we
got a whole bunch of comments. We got to get off of that. So Khadijah says, no. You could have been open. As soon as you got the number, you could have texted her to see if she's busy and talk and go from there. Period. Des says, an explanation goes a long way. Thank you, ladies. Danielle says, block. Yes, Sierra says, yes, just own it. Whatever the situation may be. If you said you were going to do something and don't, now you're a liar in my eyes. But if you're upfront, then I respect you so much more for your honesty. Sierra says, I get the vibe. It's our level of confidence. If we aren't moved with excitement in our facial expressions, then it comes off as meh. Oh, LOL, too bad. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know whose question it is now. We done went down a rabbit hole.
I don't even know. How many cards you got?
I got a
4. I got 3, so that means it's your turn.
Okay, this is a preference. Boring sex more often or amazing sex less frequently?
Amazing sex less frequently.
100% agree.
Miss me with that frequent mid.
I don't care how often we having it. If it ain't achieving the goal, I don't want to have it.
That part.
Yeah, nah, so I'm good. So that's the question on y'all, because we answered that pretty quickly. Boring sex more often or amazing sex less frequently?
Yeah, that was quick. They didn't have time to.
Yeah. Wait. Boring, says Sierra. Khadijah says, sex is sex to me. Ladies.
You don't even got no levels? Like, it's
That says amazing. I really think like I don't know how we go about this in a nice professional way, but when we posted a clip from this episode on TikTok about how we both made the decision to kind of stop masturbating and what that did for our sex life, and me feeling like I was always been the type of person that could not achieve an orgasm through penetration. There were so many women in the comments like, tell me how, tell me more. I need to know, like, how do you do this? I feel the same way. I'm in the same boat. Like comments like that, like you rather have boring sex more frequently and sex is just sex to me, like shows me that we are just out here missing the mark. Like they get theirs 9 times out of 10.
It don't always be
We
5.
get ours like 1.5, 0.5 out of 10. And it's not fair. I need to teach a class.
I need to teach the class.
We need to teach a class because you ain't doing it by yourself.
I need to teach the class. Okay. We had it. Look, do you still stand by the who more?
Who more what?
Who gets there more between you and me? Who has more O's between you and me?
I don't think that's a fair statement.
What do you mean?
I don't think it's fair.
You
It's
just
not
said
fair.
how in most people's
It's not fair.
in most people's scenario, it's always a man because a man always does.
It's not fair though.
What do you mean?
I
How's it
can't
not
go
fair?
into detail, but it's just not fair.
You act like you do it on your own.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I definitely,
More.
yes, I
Mhm.
definitely do. But it's because it's extenuating circumstances in there.
Okay.
Like, I can't go there, but just know, y'all, I'm winning. Sorry.
I ain't mad at it either. I wear that with honor. I'm here for it.
So Sierra says amazing sex doesn't always get both parties along their way. Just saying.
Then it ain't amazing.
It's not amazing.
That's not what you talk about. Ain't what we talk about. Them two different things. Then it wasn't amazing. If you don't, then it wasn't amazing.
Yeah, it can't be amazing for one person and not for the other one. That's not that kind. So Khadijah says men are simple, so they get it more. Ray says women. I don't think that women do in a normal circumstance. I am very honest in the fact that this is the first relationship that I've ever been able to get there off penetration, that I had 3 whole kids before I even knew what an orgasm felt like. So I know that it's not women who are getting there more in most situations. Like men are the large majority. They get to finish before a woman ever does. I'm glad to be on the other side of the fence.
Welcome. bring the sisters with you.
That says agreed. Amazing mean both parties are highly satisfied.
That part.
Lady Terry says that's not a logical question. How is it not logical?
Not logical. What are you talking about? It's not even fathomable. What are you talking about? Illogical.
Okay, mine are all like okay.
Do you think I'm capable of cheating on you?
I think anybody's
Why
capable of cheating.
or why not?
Anybody's capable of cheating. I do. Do I think you have the ability to cheat? Yes. And that's you have the ability.
And I think people being too confident about that is what gets people messed up. Oh, he would never. Oh, she would never. Or I would never. No, you would. And that's why you got to be careful out here. You can't go everywhere. You can't be everywhere. You can't allow yourself to be in every conversation. Entertain everybody's company.
Period.
Someplace you shouldn't go alone. You need people that keep you accountable. Some of you need to, certain people, certain friendships aren't healthy for you because being around some friends might put you in a situation where, now you tempted.
Mm-hmm.
Now, man, come on, bro. Like, no, man, everybody, she feeling you. I ain't gonna say nothing like that. You can't put it past yourself. So I think everybody should be aware. No, you are capable. Long as your stuff work, you have the ability to. You know what I mean?
I would love to believe that it would never happen, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm not never gonna say that you would not do that.
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
you
because
can
I'm
say
aware.
that.
Well, I can
But I
because
can't say that.
I lead me.
Mhm.
It's the only
Absolutely.
person. I am the only person that have 100% control
Absolutely.
of, right? And because I'm aware of my shortcomings, I'm aware of what not to do,
Absolutely.
not to be around. When I start feeling things that I shouldn't feel, I run away.
As you should.
Oh, I can't talk to you. Mm-mm.
You're doing too much.
That part. Yeah. So,
Okay, so you have to answer the question for me.
oh,
Do you
shoot.
think I would ever cheat on you?
No. I think you're capable of cheating on me, but I don't think you would.
Good answer.
Would you
I don't even. I'm like you. I think, and I'm even more on the extreme side of I'm not putting myself in any situation that can even be misconstrued as that.
that work husband thing still hanging over your
I
head.
don't have a work husband, so it doesn't matter. All I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I ain't say I was gonna go get me one.
You let me show up to the coming
Yeah.
Christmas party. Chad gonna get rocked.
Like, nah. Like, I mean, stuff. Even as far as like, I don't even go in my ex's house. Cause I don't want I saw her coming out of there and nope. I'm staying right here at the door where the key is at. Come on. Like, I just don't play with it. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where you have to question that. But am I capable? Sure. Justin Timberlake just showed up at the doorstep. Who knows what happened to? I'm just joking. Your face got so screwed up. I had to correct that real quick.
Don't let my music pop. Don't let me get a picture with Beyonce. I'm gonna pose just like this. Remember that Justin Timberlake crap? Yeah. I'm dead.
Sierra says that's 100. She says about to hit 100 comments. Hey, thank you.
Hey.
Ray just sent the eyes, not JT LMAO. Listen, that's my celebrity crush.
Such a random
Y'all
one.
go ahead and answer that question. Who's your celebrity crush? That's my celebrity crush.
Des said, I think many women are reserved. There is a beauty in knowing your body and willingness to explore new things. 100%.
Absolutely. And that's the only way to unlock them doors.
That part.
Lady Tyrants on TikTok says, for me, cheating in marriage is not an option. I won't ever say what another human won't do. Period. Yeah. And I found that 9 times out of 10, as soon as you say what they won't do, they going to do it. And you be like,
yo, I never would. Oh, here we go.
Dang it.
Dang it. I thought we had something. I know
that
that's
is like the kiss of death. So Sierra says, I love JT, don't hate. Khadijah says, not Justin Timberlake. Khadijah says, Omarion is her celebrity crush. Jess says Michael B. Jordan. What? Danielle? I don't even want to read that. She said Ice Cube.
Yay. We be
But he your crush, so I ain't got nothing to say about it. But I don't see nothing
I ain't
attractive
never heard
about
that
Ice Cube.
I ain't never heard a girl say that in all my days.
He must got swag.
It's like that
who's your
aggressive.
celebrity crush? I already know who it is.
Who is it?
Issa Rae.
It's Issa.
Yeah. You see
Issa.
that little dumb smile he got on his face?
Is that quirky? I don't know. I don't know the never mind. I'm getting way too excited about this. Nope, I'm chill.
Who's Chad Boseman? Is that who you're saying?
Chad B.
He just seems like a sweet human being.
Dang it, don't be like that.
I don't think he's attractive or was attractive.
Ashley Wade said Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
I'm sorry. That is not funny. God rest his soul. How did that happen? You talk about old like James Bond Sean Connery. You talk about Fighting Forces Sean Connery.
Not Fighting Force.
Because I need to know. What movie did you see that you was like, ooh?
I'm not gonna lie. So like, I don't know what it is, but I also, that I have a thing for Tom Hanks. So I can't hate too much on that. But I
didn't know it was a. I thought you just
not like I'm more intrigued by him. He's not like my.
You attracted to Forrest?
I'm intrigued by him.
You're intrigued by Forrest Gump?
Interesting human. He's not Forrest Gump.
That's Gump.
See, that's the thing. Like, he's so good that you can't separate.
I can't believe Woody got you going like this.
You know what? First of all, I didn't say it was a sexual thing. It's not like
I can tell the way you got a little twinkle in your eye.
I mean, I've liked him ever since
I'm
Big.
intrigued.
Ask my mom.
Look at these movies that got you going.
And
Big.
Yeah, it's a great movie. And she says Ice Cube in the movie Friday specifically. Brittany says Drew McIntyre. Do I know who that is? Is that from the Backstreet Boys? Who's Drew McIntyre?
Never heard that in my life.
Tell us who that is. I don't know who that is. I like how all the black women their crushes is white dudes, except for they.
She said young Sean and old Sean, not
All
first
right.
name basis. You gonna take the Connery off? Young Sean.
He's a very distinguished gentleman.
Yo,
I
that's
respect
wild.
that.
That's wild. I never thought I'd hear that name.
Get that money, sis. Oh, she said he's a wrestler. I'm gonna have to look him at.
Drew McIntyre. Okay.
All right, y'all. We are officially at.
We got time for one more?
Oh yeah, Omarion is black. Yes,
We
he
got time
is.
for one more? Because I just want to know this from I need
From
this
me.
information
You
from
want
you.
Go ahead.
What do you dislike about the person I become around my family?
So much.
So much?
It is. It's not so much.
I'm awaiting.
I don't know how to word the answer, but I do feel like when you are around your family, all affection disappears, and you are super affectionate. So I'm like, is it me? Is it them? Is it the dynamic? Is it because they're so used to you being with the ex-wife that you still are uncomfortable showing the new? Like, I don't know what it is. I be trying to like figure it out in my head, but there is so much distance between us when we are with your family that I'm just like, how did we go from this in the car to like now that we're in their presence? It's just like, I don't know who she is.
This will help
What
give
up?
some more.
Give me fist bumps.
Nah, I've never given you fist
I mean, I'm
bumps.
just saying, that's what
Okay,
it
putting
feels
a
like.
lot
It feels
on
very
this, sis.
friendly.
Now, here's what I need you to think about. The times we've been over your people's house, your mom's house at a barbecue.
Mhm.
Am I affectionate there?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yes. When we were at my mom's house just the last time.
What'd
we
I
were
do?
like,
We was kissing,
we were
holding hands.
we were holding hands. We weren't kissing. We were holding hands though. But like, it's none of that.
So the thing is, when I'm around my family, and I don't know how to shut this off, and this isn't just a family thing. Anybody who's known me since I was a kid, I have a hard time being an adult around them. like when I get like, I work in the school system now. When I get around teachers that I know from school, I'm still like, hey, miss, like, hold on, I'm a man now. Like, they're a peer. I have a hard time transitioning. When I get around my mom and my dad, I just feel like a kid. I don't know. I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing that. I don't know, shut it off. And it's subconscious. I don't realize I'm doing it.
I hate it. I do.
I'm grabbing your booty this Christmas.
I don't need you to grab my booty,
You
but I
gonna
just
get
need to
violated.
act like
You
I'm
get
your
violated
wife.
in front of the whole family, in front of the Christmas tree.
Anyways, I'm skipping over this completely. So, Lady Tyrant says that Chris Brown's dance move make me think, never mind, Morris Chestnut. In Robitussin. Anyways, so Sierra says, "Oh, in Childish Gambino, man,
They
okay.
still on Celebrity Crush.
Yeah,
This-
and she says this question, shots fired. So are you gonna answer that question, or because I don't think I act any differently, but I might be wrong, and we don't be around him a lot.
Nah, you just get a little more. What's the word that's not offensive? Aggressive. Yeah.
Bossy.
Nah, not with me. Nah.
What do you mean aggressive?
I think you just get fired up, like
That's
like
just
when they
not
dishing
fair,
tea.
You did. Yeah, that's just our
It's a lot.
dynamic. Yeah.
It's a lot.
We all are very extra.
Who made the mac and cheese?
Everybody
It's just a lot.
except for my brother. Like, I don't know where he slipped through the cracks at, but everybody in my
I'd
family
be
is
like,
extra.
who is this person? Yeah. Oh, okay, all right.
I get to go back to the old me when I'm around my people. That's when I'm my most comfortable.
Mm-mm-mm.
So yeah, that was a good question. I like that question.
I hated that. I hated that. Full disclosure,
Well,
full transparency.
you said, wait, can we ask one more? Because I really just want to know this answer from you. You could have waited till after
It's
this
called
went off to
curiosity
ask
killed
me.
the cat. Like, hey, look, here we are. Here we are. I be wondering how you see the stuff you see. I be like, huh? Where did this come from? Like, I never thought that's what you would have said.
Yeah, I could see how you would.
We here now. Look.
You just be like, oh, she good.
All right, y'all. These cards are the devil. The devil in that welcome here. All right.
Expose all those areas in your relationships. Highly recommend the and. We said this on the episode as well.
And let's get deep.
Let's Get Deep is fun, right? Mm-hmm. It's fun. And if there are areas, especially of your intimate life that you haven't talked about or you want to talk about, but you really don't know how to approach it, Let's Get Deep is really good for that. But I highly recommend the and for any couples out there, whether you're in a good place or a rough place. Like, this will help you get to the bottom of it. These are really good. Really good questions.
No, we not. I'm actually not gonna bring that up. Then you're gonna talk about something. Y'all gonna talk about that one when y'all get off here. No, we are not.
He got my answer ain't gonna change.
Now you know. I know. It's one of the ones I'm gonna let go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we finna slide, y'all. Any questions? There was somebody who said, I have a question, but I'll wait to see if it came up.
That was Lady Tyrants.
Lady Tyrants, did it come up? Did it not come up? If so, here's your opportune, because we finna slide.
You too, a vibe. Thank you so much, Red. As y'all in here, of course, make sure to like the actual post. You can send likes inside the live video, but if you like the actual post, that does count towards our monetization. Make sure you share. Thank y'all so much for
TikTok?
The comment time. Yeah, she's on TikTok.
What up, TikTok?
The comments and everything. Lady Tyrants, you on a countdown. We putting a request out there for your question that you had, that you said you was going to wait and see if it comes up. If it did come up, just let us know. But if not, it's your time to ask the question.
Ray said, you two a vibe. Thank you, family.
I don't know if you can see them from this distance. So I had a request for my nails. Well, first of all, my nail artist is super dope. So, she's doing Black Panther nails this weekend, and I'm so excited to show y'all. So I will, right now I can't do no picture because I get them done on Friday. They are chipped and stuff because I'm rough, but I will definitely be showing more pictures of my nails because I want her to blow up. I don't care about nobody seeing me, but she deserves all the recognition because she's super dope. And her name is Twa. So she says, is anybody else's husband like a pit bull during that time of the month? I don't know about anybody else's, but mine is.
Who said that?
He be on his comma.
That was her question?
Yes. A husband, do y'all men get more attracted to y'all during that time of the month? I didn't even make the correlation that Russell actually had that observation. But yeah, it's definitely a thing.
It is. It's nature, pheromones.
I don't know what it be giving off. It
Dogs
be giving
and
off,
meat.
don't touch me for me. Like, I'm about to. Huh?
Who?
Me.
Oh, you capping for these people. Don't do that.
When I'm on?
Oh, I thought you been like leading up to.
No.
Oh. Now, I be sometimes when you be some, I mean, it ain't.
What?
I mean, it ain't bad. I mean,
oh, you be talking about me.
It's just, I mean, it ain't that bad. I'm just fine. What is it? Just fine to live. I mean, it ain't all that. You don't do that.
I can't even breathe.
It be sometimes you be trying to wrap it up real quick. I mean, it ain't even that bad. Like, I mean, yeah, I ain't no heavy. I just don't do that. Don't do that.
First of all, that's not even what the question was about. Why you trying to?
I be on some don't touch me. Don't do that.
I do.
Most of the time.
I do.
Most of the time. It be sometimes though. You know? That's why you laughing so daggone hard.
I'm just laughing because the image that they get of me in that area, I don't think it's very accurate. I'm gonna have to start being wholesome.
Right.
Because that's ridiculous. Because that is not the truth. I hope you got your answer to your question, Lady Tyrus. Because he's just gonna try to put all my business out there.
Look here.
I ain't the only one that said it.
Look
Y'all
here.
be fully ready to run the red light. So Ashley said, I just hollered.
Look, I'm telling you. Look here.
Oh, he ain't lying, but
All right, y'all.
it don't happen often.
It's not often. Yeah, you ready to slide?
I am. She said, Russell, that was funny.
Yeah,
It's only funny because it's true.
sometime. All right, y'all. We finna slide. It is episode 9.
It's like episode 11, but we'll keep going.
No, we're not talking about the recaps, right? Them don't count, do they?
Yeah, I think it's episode 10.
This is the 9th episode. Not this one, but the episode before this was the 9th episode of the season. If we're not including the recaps,
Okay.
can you tell?
Mm-mm.
You about to tell right now? You better go to it. Because if that is the case, then we have 13.
We don't even know how many we have, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting about to look. I asked 21 question, and they all. Oh, this was 10. Excuse me.
That's what I said.
This was episode 10. So we got. You did say that. You were right. So we have 3 episodes left of the season.
Maybe. I was going to talk to you about that today.
All right. Well,
We get back to
usually
y'all on
we
that.
have 3. We'll get back to you on that. But, yeah. I guess I have nothing to say now because everything I was about to say had to do with that. So I guess we'll talk and figure it out. Thank y'all so much for those of you guys who rock with us on the live. Y'all are our family. Round of applause for y'all. We love you guys. Shout out to everybody who's listening right now on streaming platforms, podcast platforms. Thank you so much. Listen, when you have the time, hit us up. If you're in a different country, if you're in a different state, if there's a time difference, hit us up. Let us know where you're at. We'll let you know what time we'll be on live, where you're at. But we are Eastern Standard Time here in the United States of America. We go live at 8:30. What happened? What I did?
Not everybody in the United States is on Eastern Standard Time.
I'm letting you know what time we go live.
Okay, but
We go live on Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America.
Okay.
What is happening? You just be trying to look for something.
No, I'm not. It just go ahead.
Stepped all over my little promo.
I love you.
We go live 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in America. Okay. Hit us up. We really want you to join these. This is where community is at. This is where we get to kick it. I keep seeing new names pop up. Shout out to y'all. Love meeting you guys and putting a name to these numbers that we see who tune into the podcast every week. So we love you guys. We will be back next Tuesday with another episode. Wednesday, we're going live. Thursday, it'll be uploaded to streaming platforms. We love you guys. And
Always remember, we love live.
y'all should love too.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
You gotta turn off TikTok.